Okay, what we're going to try today is to create a trigger which will enable the host or the player red to give an amount of gold to whichever player he pleased, and the amount doesn't have to be specified in the trigger. So what I'm doing now is just removing the melee initialization trigger, and then of course creating the first trigger. We need to have an event when the player red writes a chat message containing, in this case, gold, a G, then a space, as a substring. Then we're going to make a variable. We'll call the variable gold player. And then make it a player variable. If it seems like I'm lagging, it's because the program I'm using is very low speed. Yeah, and then after we're going to set the variable to what we write just after the G. So we are going to pick the convert string to integer, and then the substring, and pick from just after the first space, and the chat string, and then from just after the first space, which should be a 4 or a 3. It can also be a 4, and then to the 4. Then we're going to create the actual trigger giving the money. So we should choose player and then add property. Then we're going to take what we write after we write the player number. In this case, the player red would be player number 1, player blue would be 2, and so on. Enter chat string, substring, and then from after we write the number of the player, which should be it should be everything from 5 to the end, which is what I'm checking now. And then we pick the string length, which I'm now looking for. It should be somewhere in the top, there. So then it will pick from the 5th digit and to the end, and then just to the gold player variable, and that needs to go after we set the variable. Okay, so now we're going to test it out. I'm going to write a G and then a 1 for player 1, which is red, and then 1,000. And as you can see, 1,000 shows up. And now I'm writing 10,000 or 100,000, and you will see that it shows up as well. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you have any other problems that I can maybe assist with, just contact me on YouTube.